I'm sorry if anyone here is Catholic. I'm not sorry if you're offended. I'm actually sorry just the fact that you're Catholic. It's got to be one of the most ludicrous fucking beliefs ever. Like these vampire priests sink their twin fangs of guilt and sin into you as a child and suck your joy of life out of you the rest of your fucking existence. And I love watching the Pope bounce around in his little Pope mobile. That's got to be hoot number one on my fucking CNN list. I want a whole show of the Pope just bouncing around in that all-terrain Pope mobile with the 3 feet of bulletproof plexiglass around him. Boy, there's faith in action. Christianity's the weird one, though. You know, Christianity's such an odd religion, you know. I was raised that way, you know, and you just suffer for it. You know, the whole image is that, you know, eternal suffering awaits anyone who questions God's infinite love. That's the message, isn't it, that we're brought with? Believe or die. Thank you for giving, Lord, for all those options.
Oh, man, so I was watching that show, the show where there's a guy on stage, and then everybody in the audience believes that he has contact with the dead, and spirits talk to him. No. It was church. It was church. That's one of my favorite things about President Bush is that he's a born-again Christian. He's a born-again Christian, which means, in all seriousness, this is true, that he believes that, I don't know, like probably 2/3 of this room is going to burn in hell for all of eternity. And that gives me comfort as a rational, sane citizen of the free world. And that's great. And this is actually true. President Bush actually said this. I'm quoting. He actually said, he hasn't made up his mind yet about evolution. That is a tough one. I mean, on the one hand, you've got, the Bible and everything the Bible says, and then on the other hand, you've got facts. But did you guys read about the Bush asking the troops to pray for him? Did you hear that? You heard that? Oh, it's awesome. I, oddly enough, happen to have it right here. Yeah, I'll come prepared. That's right. Yeah, this is true. I got this on the internet. This is in Yahoo, or on Yahoo, or in it, kind of when you think about it. U.S. soldiers in Iraq asked to pray for Bush. They may be the ones facing danger on the battlefield, but U.S. soldiers in Iraq are being asked to pray for President George Bush. I mean, that is the most fucking, like, imperialistic, like, egomaniacal thing. That's craziness. That's what kings do. Kings do that, you know? Was he fucking munching on a big old turkey leg and getting blown by a surf, you know? He's like, oh, tell the troops to pray for the president. A pox on thy house. Yes, bring in the court jester. Dennis Miller, what lovely jokes do you have for me today? Oh, Dennis, what, nuke them all? Oh, yes, that's funny. What, Saddam makes Cromwell look like Chamberlain? That's wonderful. You truly are the king of references. Oh. Okay, check this out. The pamphlet produced by a group called In Touch Ministries, which is, kind of an unfortunate name, don't you think somebody in the organization would be like, hey, guys, hey, I was just thinking, because, how so many people in the clergy like to fuck little boys? I'm wondering if maybe, shouldn't we call it like Sunny Side Up or something like that? Now, check this out. Thousands of Marines have been given a pamphlet called A Christian's Duty, a mini prayer book which includes a tear-out section to be mailed to the White House, pledging the soldier who sends it in has been praying for Bush. Not only do you have to do it, but you have to fucking prove it. While you're at war. Yeah, I know, we've been getting a lot of lip service from you there in the tank division, but fucking put your money where your mouth is, asshole. Fucking go to Tikrit and find a mailbox, all right? But this is crazy. I mean, these kids, these poor fucking kids, like these 90-year-old kids who are fucking scared shitless, you know, in 100-degree heat, 50 pounds of shit on their back, getting shot at by other 19-year-old kids who are also scared shitless, who don't get Fox News, so they don't know everything's okay, you know? And they're like, fuck God, pray, man, pray. Like, oh God, oh dear, I am committed to pray for you. Oh God, for your family and your staff and our troops during this. Oh no. Oh, God, must finish prayer. God, please see to it that President Bush has the strength to finish his lobster salad. Please show him with your guidance the courage to cut $14.4 billion out of the veterans' budget. Oh, thank you. Now I may die. All right. It's all right though. I know that looked pretty serious. I'm a professionally trained actor. But just so you know, it's okay. The fictional soldier I was portraying was actually killed by friendly fire. So it's not as bad, you know. It isn't. It's not as bad. That's why they came up with a euphemism. That's my favorite euphemism in war, is friendly fire. It's like, Ms. Henderson, we have some bad news and some good news. What? What is it? I'm afraid your son was shot to death in Iraq. Oh my God, that's terrible. What's the good news? Oh, it was friendly fire. It was right neighborly. I'm sorry, we have to make this quick. Would you like the recliner or the TV? All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, boo. Yeah. They make it friendly fire. They make it sound like it's an animated, you know, bullet with a top hat and a cane, you know, like, you know. Hey, Bullety, what's going on? Oh, you and me, mate, gonna travel through time. We're gonna go through your aorta, bust through you behind, and off you go to heaven with me. All right.
If it's true that we're all from the center of a star, every atom in each of us from the center of a star, then we're all the same thing. Even a Coke machine or a cigarette butt in the street in Buffalo is made out of atoms that came from a star. They've all been recycled thousands of times, as have you and I. And therefore, it's only me out there. So what is there to be afraid of? What is there that needs solace-seeking? Nothing. There's nothing to be afraid of because it's all us. The trouble is we have been separated by being born and given a name and an identity and being individuated. We've been separated from the oneness, and that's what religion exploits, that people have this yearning to be part of the overall one again. So they exploit that. They call it God. They say he has rules. And I think it's cruel. I think you can do it absent religion.